Hello, coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting transfer stories. We are going to start with Valencia left back Jose Gaya, of course, a player that we have been strongly linked with in recent months. So new reports are now claiming that Barca could still possibly sign their priority left back Gaya, in a range of 10 to 12 million euros in the summer. We are going to be discussing much on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this other transfer rumor from Mundo Deportivo claiming that Barcelona will try their utmost best to offload three defenders in the summer. We are going to be discussing much on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona are set for a major defensive overhaul in the upcoming transfer window, with left back one of the main areas of focus for the club. As things stand, Barca have Jordi Alba as their first choice left back with no other senior player to cover for him. Alejandro Balde has not been called upon much by manager Xavi Hernandez, and there is a possibility that he could be loaned out next season. With Jordi Alba not getting any younger and his performances being up and down, a new signing in the position is needed in the summer. And for the longest time, Barcelona have been pushing to sign Valencia defender Jose Gaya to replace the veteran star. The 26-year-old has been a priority target for Barca ever since and have been lining up a move for quite a while, and they could potentially act on their interest in the summer owing to the Spaniard's contract situation at the Mestalla. Gaya's contract with Valencia stands to expire in 2023. While reports have indicated that he is in talks to sign a new deal, a fresh update from Mundo Deportivo just today claims that he wants to take the next step in his career, which Barca are ready to offer him. With the Valencia skipper set to enter the final year of his deal, Valencia must sell him, in the summer or risk losing him for nothing if he does not wish to sign an extension. And the report adds that the Spanish international would prefer not to leave on free as he wants the club to benefit from his exit. In such a case, Gaya could be allowed to leave Los Che in the upcoming transfer window for a minimal fee of around 10 million or maybe 12 million euros, which would be a bargain for a player of his age, quality and experience. But if he decides to pen an extension, that price tag would certainly shoot up, and Barcelona have identified Alejandro Grimaldo and Nicolas Tagliafico as potential alternative for such a scenario. So I think if everything just occur, or let me say if the events come the way we want it to be, or the way Mundo Deportivo is reporting it to be, in the case of Jose Gaya, it will be something to embrace, and it will be something for Barcelona to take advantage of without any shadow of a doubt. And I think if Barca can succeed in getting Gaya, it will be such a huge success, considering the kind of player that Gaya is. We've been seeing Gaya in Valencia, we've been seeing Gaya in the Spain national team, sometimes Luis Enrique preferring him to Jordi Alba at that spot, and of course, still younger than Alba. Gaya is a player that is a Barcelona type, and you see the way he plays Spanish international, he's so good, and of course, he will be that perfect choice to be a long-term replacement for Jordi Alba, no doubt about that. And, considering that Barca have been showing a lot of interest and they have been pushing so hard. Even last summer, they were pushing hard, for Gaya, but didn't succeed. And in case Barca succeeds in acquiring Gaya, then it will be a huge success for Barcelona. It will be a huge success, of course, for that left back spot, as it will be an area on the pitch where we can beat our chest and say, yes, we have strengthened our left back and we have depth on the left back role. Alba is still on good form, no doubt, even though there are some games he does not put the best performances, but there are some that he plays so well. But of course, Alba will still be a crucial player for us in some time to come. But of course, having a player of Jose Gaya's profile will still make a lot of sense, to add depth to the team. And as Alba will be leaving Barcelona as he gets older, then Jose Gaya will be that long-term successor at left back spot. Then on to the next story of discussion, with Barcelona reportedly eyeing a major defensive overhaul in the summer transfer window. As many as 3 current defenders could be on their way out before next season. As per Mundo Deportivo, Barca manager Xavi Hernandez has already laid out his plans for the team's defense next season, identifying Gerard Piqué, Ronald Araujo, and Eric Garcia as the core members along with two new signings he is targeting. The two new centre-backs that Barcelona are hoping to bring in are Andres Christensen and Cesar Azpilicueta, both of whom will be free agents in the summer, while the latter can also double up as a fullback. With those five centre-backs in his plans, Xavi and Barcelona are now planning to cut out players who are deemed surplus to requirements, those being Clement Lenglet, Samuel Umtiti, and Oscar Mingueza. Lenglet has been with Barca since 2018 and signed a new long-term contract until 2026, 2 years ago. However, he has not been a regular in the side under Xavi, but given that he is just 26 and experienced at the highest level, the club are hoping to make a sizable fee from his departure. There is believed to be some interest from the Premier League, with Barcelona already fielding several inquiries. But in case they are unable to find a buyer, Xavi would be okay with having a Frenchman at his disposal next term. Samuel Umtiti meanwhile continues to suffer from injury setbacks one after the other. He was on the club's transfer list last summer, but convinced Joan Laporta to give him another chance, which has not panned out well. The Frenchman signed a downward contract renewal to help register new players in January, but he's beginning to, realize that going away to a club where he can play regularly would be the best course of action for him. Former club Lyon remain interested, and a return could be on the cards. Oscar Mingueza too is expected to pack up his bags, having been barely involved in the scheme of things since Xavi's arrival. A January move to Valencia fell through due to Los Che manager Jose Luis Bordelas, while the La Masia ace refused to sign for French outfit Bordeaux, but an exit in the summer is a strong possibility as it stands. So from the look of things, I think Barca letting these three defenders leave will be a good decision, considering that they have not offered a lot to the team. Starting with Samuel Umtiti, I think that's even the first priority for Barca to depart this summer. Umtiti have been trying his best to be stronger, to be fit. We quite remember last summer, it reached that extent of Umtiti going to the president and begging him, saying that no, please, I want to be here, I can prove it. But what happened the next minute? Injury again in training, which was incredible, right? And Umtiti have not been the defender that we used to have 2018, 2017. He was solid there with Gerard Piqué pairing, but things changed for him. Since 2018, things have been really bad for Umtiti, and he needs to leave. Of course, many clubs have been showing interest, but Umtiti have rejected all those clubs. Umtiti did a great gesture, I must admit, because he signed a downward contract renewal, which at the time helped to register Ferran Torres, or I think Dani Alves as well, which was a great gesture from him. But nonetheless, he needs to leave, and personally, I think he knows that. Then also Clement Lenglet. Clement Lenglet has seen reduced prominence for FC Barcelona this season, of course, compared to last season where Koeman was putting Lenglet every match, causing silly mistakes. But Lenglet is nowhere near when it comes to priorities for Xavi Hernandez, and we can see it very, very clearly that it is very likely Lenglet will depart Barcelona in the summer. And lastly, talking about Oscar Mingueza, another player that I personally don't know what happened with him. Oscar Mingueza have been so good in the past last season, but this season Oscar Mingueza have been really, really poor, really poor. When Oscar Mingueza plays, I don't think somebody can bet with me that Oscar Mingueza have been playing well this season. Oscar Mingueza does not contribute at all when we want to compare his performances for last season. It's been really damaging, which I think Barca should even loan him. It could have been better Barca loan him. But of course, when we consider that Barca is looking for money, they are hunting for some finance to finance other transfers. Of course, I won't blame Barca if they sell him permanently. But of course, Oscar Mingueza, who left La Masia, I still believe that loaning him will not be a bad idea though. So we just cross our fingers and see how events unfold as the summer window nears. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.